Hello, Rachel here from Mindful Mental Training to talk about the Week 1 module of the mindfulness-based 3R training, Leave Me Alone, also known as Running on Survival Brain or Autopilot. We're going to start to introduce some brain science and brain talk because it is so vital to normalize what happens to our brains and our minds, our mood, and our ways of coping when we've experienced chronic stress and trauma exposure. That's us on the far left there. The middle one is a rhinoceros brain, and the far right is a dolphin brain. All mammals, all have very similar structure, but what makes us humans different, of course, is our prefrontal cortex, or some might say our higher brain, unless, of course, you are a fan of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, in which case, so long and thanks for all the fish. As I said, we are going to look at the triune brain and how chronic exposure to stress, including trauma, can put us on survival mode. And here's another way of looking at the brain in very simple terms. This diagram illustrates the triune brain theory, or the idea that human beings and human brains have evolved over time in 3 stages, starting with the brain stem or reptilian brain, the part of the brain that governs body functions like breathing and digestion, and is most concerned with safety and survival, and linked with avoidance behaviors. The subcortex, or mammal brain or mouse brain, is next, contains the limbic system and emotional processing connected to approach or reward behaviors. And finally, the final stage of evolution, the cortex or monkey brain, which is higher reasoning, logic, and connected with the social engagement system, that strong need we have to be loved, connected, belong to the tribe. So we're going to spend some time exploring what mindfulness is and is not, and how it is both a state of being as well as a practice, so both a noun and a verb, if you like. Mindfulness is at the heart of this course, and the heart of mindfulness is about paying attention. Paying attention, intentional attending, really is the key to our being able to see what is happening for what it is, non-judgmentally. It is in that moment of non-judgmental awareness that we can step out of our habitual reactions to what's happening. Step out of survival brain, step out of automatic pilot, and try something different. And I'm sure you know what automatic pilot is, and you know I'm not talking about it literally here, but those times when, well, you know, typical example, getting into your car to drive to the grocery store to buy milk, and you suddenly find yourself halfway to work on the other side of town before you remember where you were going. So a simple exercise like eating meditation illustrates how one really easy, accessible way to step out of automatic pilot can be to tune into our senses. So we will eat a raisin mindfully. We'll do a little mindfulness of breath practice to introduce you to a more formal meditation practice. And at the end of the live class, you'll get your homework assignment for the week, including the mindfulness of breath practice for 10 minutes a day, an invitation to eat a meal mindfully sometime during the week, and you will pick an everyday activity like brushing your teeth, playing with your kids, cutting the lawn, shoveling the snow, and do it mindfully. And of course, you will be provided with recorded meditations and other resources to support you with your in-between class practice. So that's it. Thanks for listening.